Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today, we are not just learning English, we are learning a skill that can change your entire life. Let me ask you something. Have you ever said something in anger and wished you could take it back? Have you ever felt your heart racing, your voice rising, and your mind losing control, even though a part of you knew you shouldn't? That, my friend, is not just emotion. That is a prison built by uncontrolled anger. Anger is like fire. When controlled, it gives you warmth, strength, and power. But when it grows wild, it burns everything. Your words, your peace, your relationships. Today, I'm going to show you how to stop that fire before it burns your life. You'll learn why you get angry, how to stay calm in the storm, and how to build a peaceful mind that no one can shake. This is not just learning English. This is about learning control, real control, the kind that makes you powerful, confident, and free. So, take a deep breath, find a quiet place, and let's begin your journey to peace, power, and a better you. Fire. Part 1. Understand the fire. Why is anger so important? Before we can control something, we must understand it. So, what is anger? Anger is a natural feeling. It is a normal, human emotion, just like happiness, sadness, or fear. Every single person on this planet feels angry sometimes. You feel it when things don't go your way. You feel it when someone hurts you. You feel it when life feels unfair. So feeling angry is not the problem. The problem is uncontrolled anger. Uncontrolled anger is the fire that burns down the house. It destroys our peace. When you are angry, can you feel peaceful? No. Your mind is loud. Your heart is fast. You feel stressed and upset. It hurts our relationships. Think about a person who is always shouting, always reacting, always losing control. Do you want to be near that person? Do you feel safe talking to them? No. People move away from angry people. Anger builds walls between you and the people you love. It damages our health. When you are angry, your body releases stress chemicals. Your blood pressure goes up. Your heart works too hard. Living in a state of anger can make you very, very sick. It stops us from becoming successful. Can you think clearly when you are shouting? Can you make good decisions when you are full of anger? No. Anger makes us stupid. It makes us focus on the problem, not the solution. We have a big lie in our culture. The lie is that anger makes you strong. We see it in movies, the angry hero who shouts and breaks things. But this is a lie. Uncontrolled anger does not make you strong. It makes you weak. It shows the world and it shows yourself that you are not in control of your own mind. You are a slave to your emotions. So, what is real power? Real power is not shouting. Real power is not reacting. Real power is staying calm even when the world around you is a storm. Real power is thinking clearly even when someone is rude to you. Real power is choosing your response. Controlling your anger doesn't mean you become a robot. It doesn't mean you never feel angry. It means you learn to respond wisely. It means you are the master of your feelings, not the slave. That is real power. That is true confidence. Are you ready to find that power? Let's start with the first step. Part 2. Become a detective. Understand where your anger comes from. Before we can learn how to control anger, we must understand it. We must become a detective. We must look for clues. Ask yourself this simple question: how do I get angry? Think about the last time you were angry. Was it because you were late for work and stuck in traffic? Was it because your friend said something that hurt you? Was it because you felt no one was listening to you? Was it because you felt you were not respected? We must find our triggers. A trigger is the thing that starts the anger. It is like a switch. Someone flips the switch and suddenly you are angry. Every person has different triggers. For some people, the trigger is stress. When they have too much work, they become angry about everything. A small problem, like spilling coffee, becomes a big problem. For other people, the trigger is criticism. The moment someone says, "You did that wrong," the anger switch is flipped. For many people, the trigger is feeling ignored or misunderstood. Sometimes, anger is not the real emotion. This is a very important idea. Sometimes, anger is just a mask. It is a mask we wear to hide our other feelings. Why? Because anger feels powerful. Other feelings, like sadness or fear, feel weak. Let's imagine your friend ignores you. You send them a text message and they don't reply for 2 days. The real emotion you feel is hurt. You feel sad. You think, maybe they don't like me anymore. But feeling hurt is painful. It feels weak. So what do? You put on the anger mask.
Instead of saying, "I feel sad because you didn't text me," you get angry. You shout, "You are a terrible friend. You never listen to me." You show anger, but you feel hurt. This does not solve the problem. It only creates a new problem. Now your friend is also angry. So, the first step to controlling anger is self-awareness. You must become aware of your own mind. You must be an anger detective. Your first action step? The anger journal. I want you to try this for 1 week. Get a small notebook. This is your anger journal. Every time you feel angry, I want you to pause. We will talk more about this in part 3. And just for a moment, be a detective. Write down the answers to these questions. 1. What happened? Example: my boss criticized my work in front of everyone. 2. How angry do I feel? Give it a number from 1 to 10. 1 is a little annoyed. 10 is exploding. 3. What am I really feeling right now? This is the most important question. Be honest. I am angry. But what else? I feel embarrassed. I feel stupid. I feel not respected. 4. What is my trigger? My trigger is public criticism. Maybe you are feeling insecure. Maybe you are feeling tired. This is a big one. It is hard to be calm when you are tired. Maybe you are feeling afraid. When you know the real reason behind your anger, it becomes much, much easier to manage. Knowing your triggers is like turning on the light in a dark room. When the room is dark, you hit your leg on the table. You fall over the chair. You don't know what is happening. When you turn on the light, you can see the table. You can see the chair. You can see clearly. And when you see clearly, you can choose a better path. You can walk around the chair. Let's say you do this for a week. You look at your journal. You see Monday, angry in traffic. Tuesday, angry when kids were loud. Wednesday, angry when I couldn't find my keys. You see a pattern. The real reason is not the traffic or the keys. The real reason is I am stressed and in a hurry. The root problem is not the keys. The root problem is that you are not giving yourself enough time. You are rushing. This is self-awareness. Once you know this, you can work on the real problem. You can start waking up 10 minutes earlier. You are not just reacting to anger, you are solving the problem that causes the anger. Remember this powerful line. People who know themselves deeply can control themselves deeply. Part 3. The Golden Pause. How to stop before you explode. This is the most practical part of our lesson. This is the tool you can use today. When we get angry, our brain wants to react fast. It is our danger brain. It thinks we are in a fight. It wants to shout. It wants to say something sharp. It wants to throw something. It wants to prove the other person is wrong right now. But here is the truth, a truth we all know. Fast reactions often lead to big regrets. How many times have you said something in anger and 10 minutes later you feel terrible? You think, why did I say that? I didn't mean it. But it's too late. The words are spoken. You cannot take them back. Words can be like arrows. Once you shoot them, they fly, and they can hurt someone deeply. That is why the most important step in controlling anger is this. Pause before you react. Do not speak. Do not shout. Do not send that angry text message. Do not move. Just pause. This small pause, this 10 seconds of silence, is the most powerful thing in the world. It is the space between the trigger, what happened, and your reaction, what you do. In that space, you find your power. When you pause, you do two amazing things. One, you stop your danger brain from taking over. And two, you give your thinking brain, your smart, calm, wise brain, time to turn on. When you pause, you don't let anger control you. You control the anger. The story of the blind man. Let me tell you a simple story. A man was walking with his young son in a busy park. Suddenly, someone pushed him from behind. The man fell to the ground. He got angry. He jumped up, ready to shout, ready to fight. He turned around to see who pushed him, and he saw it was a blind man, a man who could not see. What happened to the man's anger? In 1 second, it disappeared. It turned into understanding. It turned into, "Oh, I am sorry. Are you okay?" Why? Why did the anger disappear? Because now the man understood the situation. He had the full picture. The man didn't mean to push him. It was an accident. In our anger, we never see the full picture. We only see our side. We think that person wanted to hurt me. But when we pause, we give our brain time to see clearly. Maybe the other person is also in pain. Maybe they are having a terrible day. Maybe they didn't mean to hurt you. Maybe it's not about you at all.
How to practice the golden pause. Here is a simple rule. When you are angry, do nothing, say nothing, just breathe. This is your new action plan for when you feel the fire starting. 1. Count slowly from 1 to 10. This sounds too simple, but it works. When you are counting 1, 2, 3, you are forcing your thinking brain to turn on. You cannot count and shout at the same time. As you count, your heart slows down. 2. Take 3 deep breaths. When we are angry, our breathing is fast and short. This tells our brain there is danger. We must change our breathing. Breathe in slowly through your nose. Count to 4. Hold your breath. Count to 4. Breathe out slowly through your mouth. Count to 4. Do this 3 times. This box breathing sends a powerful message to your brain. I am safe. There is no danger. Calm down. 3. Use a physical action. Walk away. You can say, I need a minute. I will be right back. Go to another room. Go outside. This is not weakness. This is wisdom. Wash your face. The cold water on your skin is a pattern interrupt. It breaks the anger. Drink a glass of water. Slowly. Feel the cool water. It calms your body. When your heart beats fast, your thinking becomes weak. When your body is calm, your mind becomes wise. Think of your anger like a fire. If you feed it with your fast reaction, shouting, arguing, the fire grows bigger and bigger. But if you pause, you stop feeding the fire. You give it air to cool down. The fire becomes smaller and smaller, and then it is gone. I want you to write this powerful sentence in your mind. Silence in anger is not weakness. It is wisdom. People who pause before they react, they are respected. They don't say foolish things. They don't hurt others. They don't make enemies. They choose peace over war. And in the long run, they always win. You can also use this pause time to ask yourself, What do I really want to say? Will my words help this situation or hurt this situation? Is this really worth my peace? You will be surprised. 90% of the time, the answer is, this is not worth my anger. They only need your understanding or your silence. The power of the pause is your greatest strength. It protects your relationships. It protects your peace. Learn to pause, and you will learn to master your anger. Part 4. Heal the root. Why you are really angry. In Part 2, we learned to be a detective and find our triggers. Now we must go deeper. A trigger is the switch, but the root is the electricity. We must understand the root of our anger. Many times we get angry, but we don't even know the real why. We shout, we cry, we fight. But deep inside, something else is going on. If we want to truly control anger, we must go deeper. As we said before, anger is often a mask. Behind that mask is the real emotion. It could be fear, pain, stress, sadness, disappointment, feeling of being ignored, feeling of being disrespected, shame. Anger is just a signal. It's like the check engine light in your car. When the light turns on, is the light the problem? No. The light is a signal. It is telling you, hey, something is wrong with the engine. Please look. Anger is the same. It is a signal from your heart that says, hey, something is hurting inside me. Please look. If you just shout, react, it's like putting a piece of black tape over the check engine light. You didn't fix the problem. You just hid the signal. And the engine is still broken. We must look at the engine. The story of the failing student. Let's take an example. A student, Maria, studies very hard for an exam. She studies for weeks. She gets her results, and she failed. She goes home, and she is so angry. She gets angry with her parents. Stop asking me. She gets angry with her teacher. He is a bad teacher. She is even angry with herself. I am so stupid. But what is the real reason for her anger? Is it just the bad marks? No. If we look behind the mask, what do we see? We see fear. She is afraid of what others will say. She is afraid of her future. She is afraid that she is not good enough. She may also feel shame. She feels ashamed that she failed. Her anger is just a cover for her deep fear and shame. She doesn't know how to deal with the fear, so she gets angry instead. The story of the tired father. Here is another example. A father comes home from work. He had a very long, hard day. His boss shouted at him. He is tired. He is stressed. He walks in the door. His young child is playing and accidentally spills a glass of water on the floor. It's a small mistake, But the father explodes. He shouts loudly at the child. The child starts to cry.
Now let me ask you, was the father's anger really about the water? Of course not. The real reason was the stress from work, the tiredness, the feeling of being disrespected by his boss. He was already carrying a big, heavy bag of anger and stress. The child's small mistake was just the trigger. It was the final, small drop that made the cup overflow. But it was not the cause. In our lives, many things trigger us, but the real reasons are often old and deep inside us. We are already carrying stress. We are already carrying old pain from our past. We are already afraid of something. So here is the secret. When you understand your anger, it loses its power. It is no longer a big, scary monster. It is just a signal. You are no longer its slave. You become its master. Action step. Find your root. When you feel angry, and after you have used the golden pause, part 3, I want you to sit alone for a few minutes. Find a quiet place. Take your notebook, your anger journal from part 2, and ask yourself these questions. This is how you find the root. 1. What really happened? Just the facts. My friend canceled our plans. 2. What story am I telling myself? This is the important part. My story is, he doesn't value me. He thinks his other plans are more important. I am not important. 3. What am I really feeling behind the anger? I am feeling hurt. I am feeling disrespected. I am feeling sad. 4. Is this feeling familiar? This is the deep question. Yes, I often feel this way. I often feel like I am not important. When you start understanding why you are angry, something beautiful happens. Your anger becomes smaller. Because now you can talk about the real problem. You can go to your friend and say, "Hey, when you canceled our plans, it made me feel really hurt. It made me feel like I am not important to you." This is an honest conversation. This solves the problem. Shouting, "You are a bad friend," does not solve the problem. This step is not easy. It takes practice. It takes honesty. But it is worth it. Because the strongest people are not those who never get angry. They're the ones who understand where their anger comes from and they deal with it wisely. They heal the root. They don't just cut the leaves. Part 5. Train your mind. Build the muscle of self-control. Let's imagine something. If you want to build a strong body, what do? You go to the gym. You lift weights. You do exercise every day. You cannot go to the gym one time and have a strong body, right? You must practice. You must be consistent. Slowly, day by day, your muscles become strong. Now, think about your mind. Your mind is exactly the same. Self-control is a muscle. Anger is like a wild animal, but with training, we can tame it. We can make it calm. Self-control is not something you are born with. It is something you can learn and improve like any other skill. But how? How do you go to the gym for your mind? Here are the simple, powerful steps you can take every day to practice self-control and reduce your anger. Step 1. Practice the golden pause, your daily exercise.
This is your most important exercise. We learned this in part 3. You must practice it every time you feel angry. Pause. Breathe. Count to 10. Walk away if you need to. This is your mental push-up. The first time, it will be hard. You will want to react, but you do it anyway. The second time, it will be a little easier. The 100th time, it will be automatic. It will be your new habit. A 10-second pause can protect you from 10 hours of regret. Step 2. Choose your response. You have the power. We cannot control the world. We cannot control what other people say. We cannot control the traffic. But we can always control how we respond. This is your power. Do not give it away. Think of this. Someone shouts at you in a meeting. You have 2 choices. Choice 1, weakness. Shout back. You don't shout at me. Make the fight bigger. Lose control. Look foolish. Choice 2, power. Stay calm, take a breath, and respond with wisdom. I understand you are upset, but I don't think shouting will help us. Let's talk about this calmly. What happens when you do choice 2? The other person's fire has no more fuel. Fire needs more fire to grow. If you give it peace, if you give it calmness, the fire dies. You have won, not by fighting, but by not fighting. Remember, anger is a choice. You can choose peace. Step 3. Use positive self-talk. Change your thoughts. When you feel angry, your thoughts become negative. They become poison.
Your mind says, I hate this. This is terrible. Why is this always happening to me? I can't take this anymore. These thoughts are fuel for the fire. You must stop, breathe, and change your words. You must talk to yourself like a kind friend. Use peaceful self-talk. Say this in your mind. This is difficult, but I am calm. This feeling is strong, but this will pass. I am bigger than this moment. I can handle this. I will be okay. This is not worth my peace. Your mind believes what you tell it. If you feed your mind poison, angry thoughts, you will feel more angry. If you feed your mind peace, calm thoughts, you will feel more calm. You are the one who chooses the food. Step 4. Make a calm routine. Prevent the fire. Anger often grows in a noisy, busy, stressed life. If your anger cup is already 99% full from stress, any small thing will make it overflow. You must build peace into your day. This is like preventing the fire. Don't let it even start. Do these things every day. This is your mental gym. Morning, when you wake up, before you check your phone, sit quietly for just 5 minutes. Just breathe. During the day, listen to calming music. Go for a short walk in nature, even just 10 minutes. Evening, before you sleep, read something inspiring. Write in a diary, your anger journal, or just your thoughts. Get your stress out of your mind and onto the paper. You are training your brain to relax. When your brain is calm, anger doesn't come so quickly. Your anger cup is not full. It is empty. So a small problem is just a small problem. It doesn't overflow. Step 5. Celebrate your wins. Be kind to yourself. This is very important. You will make mistakes. There will be a day when you try to stay calm and you shout. That is okay. You are human. You are learning. Do not say, I am a failure. I will never change. Instead say, okay, I made a mistake. What can I learn from this? Tomorrow, I will try again.
And every time you do control your anger, celebrate. Every time you pause instead of shouting, every time you walk away. At the end of the day, smile. Tell yourself, I did it. I was strong today. I didn't shout. I stayed calm. I am proud of myself. This positive feeling will make you stronger. We're looking for progress, not perfection. Even if you get angry sometimes, don't give up. Every day is a new chance to improve. Self-control is not about becoming cold or emotionless. It's about staying in control of your actions no matter what happens around you. You have the power. You are not weak. You are not your anger. You are greater than your anger. With daily practice, you can build a peaceful mind. And a peaceful mind creates a beautiful, happy life. Part 6. Become the master. Live in peace, not in pieces. We have come a long way. We learned why anger is a problem. We learned to be a detective, find the triggers. We learned the golden pause, the 10-second rule. We learned to find the root, the feelings behind the mask. We learned to train our mind, build the muscle of self-control. Now we are at the final part. This is not just about controlling anger. This is about becoming a peaceful person. This is about living in peace, not in pieces. Let's begin with this beautiful thought. You cannot control the wind, but you can adjust your sails. You cannot stop life from being difficult. You cannot stop other people from being rude. You cannot stop bad things from happening. You cannot stop the wind of life. But what can you control? You can control you. You can control your response. You can choose to live like a slave of anger, or you can become a master of peace. This part is all about becoming that master. Step 1. Accept what you cannot change. This is the foundation of peace. Sometimes we get angry because life doesn't go our way. We work hard, but we don't get the success. We love someone, but they leave us. We are kind, but people are not kind back. And we think, this is not fair. Why is life so unfair? This feeling of it's not fair is a huge source of anger. But here's the truth. Life is not perfect. Life is not always fair. People will hurt you. You will face failure. You will face pain. You can spend your entire life being angry about this, or you can accept it. Acceptance does not mean you like it. It means you stop fighting reality. Anger is like throwing fire, but that fire burns you first. Peace is like cool water. It heals your heart. It saves your energy. So don't fight life. Flow with it. Grow from it. Save your energy for the things you can control. Step 2. Create your daily peace routine. Controlling anger is not just about what you do in the angry moment. It is about what you do every single day. It's about practicing calmness.
Let's build your daily peace routine. This is your workout for your emotions. Morning, 5 minutes. Wake up early. Before your phone, take 3 very deep breaths. Say to yourself, today I choose peace. Today I choose kindness. Do 5 minutes of quiet sitting. Just listen to the sounds. Just breathe. Afternoon, the pause practice. When something makes you angry, a coworker, an email, don't react. Take a 5-second pause. Say in your mind, I will respond wisely. Drink water. Walk away if you need to. Evening, 10 minutes. Reflect on your day. Think about your day. What triggered your anger? What did you learn? Write your thoughts in a journal. Let them out. Don't carry them to sleep.
Think of one small thing you are thankful for. Gratitude kills anger. Peace is not something you find. Peace is something you build every day, brick by brick. Step 3. Speak calm words even in a storm. Your words have power. One sharp sentence can hurt a heart for years. One kind word can heal a soul. When you are angry, your words become weapons. You must train yourself to use only kind, simple, and respectful language, even when you are upset. This is how masters speak. Instead of saying, angry, "You always do this, you never listen," say this, calm master. When you do that, it makes me feel hurt. Can we talk about it? Instead of shouting, angry, "I am sick of you, get out," say this, calm master. "I am feeling very angry right now. I need a break. Let's talk about this later when I am calm." Your words can build bridges or burn them. Always choose to build. Step 4. Inspire others with your calmness. People are watching you. Your family, your children, your friends, your coworkers. When you stay calm during a storm, you inspire them. You teach them. Be that one person in the room who does not raise their voice. Be that one soul who smiles even when things go wrong. Be that person who forgives fast, who listens deeply, who stays cool when others lose control. Real power is not in loudness. Real power is in quiet strength. The world has enough angry people. Be different. Be a light. Step 5. Make peace your new identity. This is the final and most important step. Don't just control your anger. Make peace your new identity. This is who you are. You must say this to yourself every single day until you believe it. I am a peaceful person. I am a calm person. I am calm even in storms. I choose love over hate. I choose understanding over reaction. Let peace become your new habit, your new way of living. Let people say, no matter what happens, he, she always stays calm. Let your children learn peace by watching you. Let your partner feel safe in your calm energy. Let the world know that you are a peaceful warrior. Your journey doesn't end here. It begins now. Because today, you've done more than just listen. You've grown. You've learned how to stay calm, how to understand yourself, and how to turn anger into awareness, pain into peace. You've taken the first steps towards a stronger, kinder, and more peaceful version of you. And that version is waiting to lead your future. If this journey touched your heart, if you felt even a little change inside, then don't stop here. Keep walking with us. This channel, English with Ethan, isn't just about English. It's about growth, about becoming someone you're proud of, in language and in life. So before you go, do 3 simple things. Like this video if it helped you today. Share it with someone who needs peace just like you once did. And most importantly, subscribe. Join our family of learners, dreamers, and fighters. We rise together. We grow together. Take a deep breath. Let go of yesterday. And step into the life you were always meant to live. Peace is your new power. And your story is just beginning.